Well, hello to you. It's the 24th of January. It's the second week of 2011. And to be perfectly honest, I found this a very, very tough week. You know, my first week was all about planning and getting ready for 2011. And then my idea in the second week was to really, turn up the heat and turn 2011 on fire. And I wish I could have said that I did it with the amount of gusto, but it just didn't get the momentum going that I really wanted for week 2. But let's look at the 6 things that I did and the 6 lessons that I learned for the second week. The first one was a system called Take It Virtual. Now, I've been in America a number of times last year. I've dealing with a company over there. They employ up to 50 people every single week. They've created 12 different businesses in the space of 18 months, and they do all of it by training and effectively an online training system. All their systems and processes are online. And so my idea was that one of my income streams, the Australian offshore investment, was to take it and to do all this virtual online IT training. The beauty is that most people, when they do training, it says monkey see, monkey do. In this instance, if you do it, you put it online, people can then train themselves. They've got all the systems and the procedures, and it doesn't take you a lot of time. And ultimately, you can hire top producers, they can train themselves, and they can get ready to go out in the field and to make you sales in a far quicker time. So I really believe that this was one of the critical components to one of my power goals, and in terms of setting up my income streams and ultimately, getting to mastery. The next one was time management. Certainly one of the big things that I felt in 2010 was that I was like a Ferrari going at full speed, but that my tires were in sand. And that's actually how I felt this week as well. Very, very busy, but when I look back on the week, I didn't achieve a hell of a lot. And I looked at it and I evaluated what my problems were, what my mistakes were. And the real reason was I wasn't going back to the core principles of what Hannes taught me at the Wealth Creators University. And that was to use a Word document, to sit on a daily basis, to decide exactly what I was going to do, and then tick it off so that I could see my progress and I could get momentum. One of the positives that I did do was that I got through 2,200 emails. I really wanted to start the year and get through all those emails. It really was a big burden, a big rock on my shoulder. Tim Ferriss, who wrote The 4-Hour Workweek, has come out with a new book called The 4-Hour Body. And very interestingly enough, he actually said that there's only 2 hates that most people have. The first one is emails, and the second one is getting fat. So to start off with, he wrote the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, on how to deal with emails, and now he's written this other book on the 4-Hour Body, on how to stop being fat. And I think that's pretty classic, basically. The other big understanding I had, and this was from doing the 49-day challenge, Hannes's, is that I think in some ways I really work from fear, and a lot of it had to do with my parents and the fact that they got themselves into financial troubles. And so my logic for wanting to be incredibly successful was that it could have been and is from a basis of fear. And after reading and understanding the 49-day challenge, I realized that I need to have a mindset shift, a complete change, and ultimately I need to focus on power and courage. And I think, whenever I have a thought that comes through my head which is fearful, or I'm concerned about the future in some way, I just say to myself, power and courage. And it gets me going in the right direction again. And I'm sure that's something which would be of value to others out there. Another good thing that happened in the week was I actually got paid 120,000 Rand. That was for some of the deals that I did at the end of last year. And one of the gentlemen went on leave, and so hadn't actually paid us. So although I didn't actually do the work, the money is now in the account, which is great. And lastly, I started and completed the Build a Web. And for me, I'm really, really interested in what Hannes and Leon have with regards to the CCM and the Build a Web. I'm a big believer that that is the way the future is going. It's about having multiple income streams by creating products and services, supporting people, teaching people, training people, motivating people, and providing them, ultimately finding out what people's problems are and providing them solutions, but doing it over the internet so that you can make money while you sleep. And so I actively have been embarking on that and learning it. And yes, there's a hell of a lot of material there, but I'm going to fast track it this year because it's something that I'm very, very interested in. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of week 2, 24th of January. Tough week. Really, I've learned some hard lessons this week, but my intention next week is to take some of the practical things that I learned in 2010, some of the things that helped me achieve quick, fast success and ultimately get the momentum going, and turn it around and get the momentum going in week 3. So, thank you very much. Please, I look forward to seeing you next week. Cheers and have a great one. Thanks.